It's Goldman Diaries. I typed the password again. Slower. Still wrong. He had changed everything. The account. The email. The backup codes. It was like watching a door I built being slammed in my face. We were filming in the kitchen. Evening light through the windows, the camera on the tripod, microphone wired. Michael checked the sound. I stood at the counter, whisking egg yolks with sugar. Everything felt like a normal shoot. Charlotte moved quietly behind me, prepping the next ingredients. She'd been helping for a few days. Michael brought her in, said it would speed things up. I didn't argue. Rolling, Michael said. I smiled at the camera. Now we'll gently fold in the flour. Michael nodded from behind the lens. Focused, as always. I concentrated on the recipe, my voice calm. The kitchen was quiet except for the sound of the whisk. We finished the first shot. I asked for a quick break to fix my makeup before the close-up. I walked out of the kitchen. When I came back, I stopped in the doorway. Charlotte stood close to Michael. Too close. His hands were around her waist. Then he leaned in and kissed her. Not a friendly hug. Not a misunderstanding. A full kiss. On the mouth. They didn't see me right away. They were comfortable. Familiar. This wasn't the first time. Michael turned his head. His face changed instantly. Emily, wait, he said. I didn't answer. I walked into the kitchen, picked up a towel, wiped my hands. My heart was pounding, but I kept my voice steady. You'll pack your things. And be out by morning. He took a step toward me. Please. I'm sorry. I messed up. I didn't mean. Don't, I said. Charlotte stood still, eyes on the floor. Michael tried again. I was stupid. It didn't mean anything. We were just. You need to leave, I said. By morning. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't ask questions. He looked at me, desperate. Emily, please. It was a mistake. I love you. I didn't respond. I turned and walked out of the kitchen, closed the bedroom door behind me. I sat on the bed and stared at the floor. My hands were cold. My face felt frozen. He kissed her. In our kitchen. During filming. While I was just in the next room. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. But I knew one thing for certain. He was leaving. In the morning, the kitchen was silent. No camera. No lights. Just cold daylight and the smell of yesterday's batter still lingering in the air. I sat at the table with a cup of tea I couldn't drink. Michael moved around the apartment, stuffing clothes into a duffel bag. I didn't speak. I had nothing left to say. He came into the kitchen, holding his backpack. Emily, he started. I didn't look up. I know you're hurt. I messed up. But I want to be honest before I go. I stayed quiet. He hesitated, then added. The channel is under my name. The email, the domain, the monetization. All of it. My head turned slowly. I blinked, not fully understanding. What are you talking about? I asked. He sighed. When we set it up 5 years ago, remember? We used my Gmail. My bank account. Everything's still under me. You can't be serious. I am. I didn't plan it like this, but it is what it is. I'm taking the project with me. He opened the drawer and pulled out the external hard drive. Then the laptop. Then the notebook where we kept our filming schedule, recipe list, sponsor contacts. Everything. I stood up. Michael, that channel is my work. My voice. My recipes. My face. I filmed it, he said. I edited every single video. I uploaded them. You cooked, but I built the platform. We both know that. I stared at him. And now you're just taking it? It's not personal. It's just structure. Legally, it's mine. You cheated on me. And now you're stealing from me? He didn't answer. He zipped the bag, slung it over his shoulder, looked me in the eye and said, I'm taking the project. Then he walked to the door. I couldn't move. I stood there, still holding my cup, the tea now cold in my hands. The door closed behind him. Silence. Only then did I realize my hands were shaking. I walked into the office. The bookshelf looked emptier. The hard drive, the laptop, gone. The drawer where we kept our backup SD cards, open and empty. The account. The admin access. The recipes we filmed last week. The upcoming video we had scheduled. My face. My voice. My content. 3 million subscribers. All gone with him. He didn't just leave me. He left with everything. As soon as the door closed behind him, I sat down at my desk. I opened the laptop. My fingers hesitated over the keyboard. I typed in the login for our YouTube account. Email, his, as always. Password, the one we'd used for 5 years. Incorrect. I typed it again, slower this time. Incorrect. I tried the backup password we used for sponsor reports. Then the one tied to the monetization panel. Then the old one from the first year. Incorrect. 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 I clicked, forgot password, hoping to get a reset link. Nothing came. I opened the Gmail, locked. Tried recovering it through my phone, failed. He had already changed everything. It was like watching a door I built being slammed in my face. I sat frozen. Then I opened a new tab. Searched for our channel by name. There it was, 3 million subscribers. My banner still at the top. I clicked on the Videos tab. A new upload. Just posted. 30 minutes ago. The thumbnail showed Charlotte smiling in a kitchen that wasn't mine. I clicked play. Michael's voice started. Hey everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Big changes here at the channel. Exciting updates. We're happy to introduce our new host, Charlotte. The camera panned to her. She waved. Hi everyone. I can't wait to share my favorite recipes with you. The video had jump cuts, fast music, stock transitions, a different style. Not mine. And my name wasn't mentioned. Not once. In the description, I read, Welcome Charlotte, our new host. New era, new energy, same great food. I closed the laptop. My hands were shaking. I stood up, then sat back down. Rage and disbelief crashed into me at once. He hadn't just taken the project. He had already replaced me. He locked me out of my own kitchen, then uploaded a stranger in my place, smiling, as if nothing had happened. As if I never existed. I checked the comments. They were open for now. Confused messages. A few people asking, Where's Emily? A few defending Charlotte. But no explanation, no honesty. I tried calling Michael. Straight to voicemail. I tried logging in again. Incorrect. I sat in silence. My kitchen behind me. The smell of last night's shoot still in the air. He had taken the channel, changed the locks, and gone live without me. The next morning, I didn't check my phone. I didn't check the channel. I didn't even look at the fridge where the schedule used to hang. I just sat in the kitchen. Quiet. Still. Empty. The silence was unbearable. Not peaceful, paralyzing. The kind that wraps around your chest and makes breathing feel like effort. I looked at the tripod in the corner. The one we always used. Michael hadn't taken it. It was mine. And it was enough. I picked up my phone. Plugged in a mic I'd used once for a sponsorship deal. Taped it to the front. No lights. No second camera. Just me, the table, and a window behind me that made everything look a little too real. I opened YouTube. Created a new account. Typed Emily's Kitchen 2.0. No banner. No videos. No subscribers. Just the name. My name. I hit record. Hi. It's Emily, I said quietly. My reflection in the screen looked tired, but I didn't care. I don't really know how to start this. But if you're watching, you probably know something's off. I paused. Took a deep breath. I didn't leave. I didn't quit. I was locked out. My voice cracked. Just a little, but I kept going. For 5 years, I built a home with you. A place where we cooked together, laughed at failed recipes, burned cookies, celebrated holidays. And now, someone else is standing in my place. I leaned forward slightly. My channel was stolen. The login. The email. The content. All of it. And it hurts. But I'm not going to disappear. The silence in the room grew louder. But I stayed focused. This is my new start. My new kitchen. My new voice. I turned the phone a little to show the corner of the counter. The same spot where I'd cracked 1,000 eggs. I don't have sponsors here. I don't have a team. I don't even have a banner. But I have this. And I have you, if you'll still cook with me. I ended the video. My hands were shaking. I clicked upload. The video went live. I sat there. No sound. No buzz. No alerts. Just an empty screen with one video. But for the first time since he left, I felt something steady. Not hope exactly. Not yet. But something like breath. He took the old kitchen, So I started a new one. I woke up early. Not because of an alarm, I hadn't set one. I just couldn't sleep. The video I'd uploaded the night before sat like a weight in my chest. I hadn't checked it since hitting publish. My phone was on the nightstand. I stared at it for a long time before picking it up. One notification, then another, then 10, then 50. I opened YouTube Studio. 12,000 views. In 8 hours. My hand flew to my mouth. I refreshed. 22,000. Hundreds of comments started to roll in. Where have you been? We missed you. I knew something was wrong. I'm unsubscribing from the old channel right now. I scrolled, eyes wide. The like button count spun upward like it was on fast forward. Twitter was next. I typed Emily's Kitchen in the search bar. The top trending tag was already there. Hashtag Justice for Emily. Under it, thousands of posts. Screenshots from my video. Side-by-sides comparing my old kitchen to the new videos on the stolen channel. People were angry. Loud. And they were sharing. TikTok blew up next. Someone had taken a clip of me saying I didn't leave. I was locked out and turned it into a sound. Dozens of duets followed. People stitching in their own reactions, cooking clips, messages of support. Not on our watch, one video said. Another read. You don't erase 5 years of love and think we won't notice. Everywhere I looked, messages. I reported the stolen channel. I shared your new video. Subscribed, liked, turned on notifications. We're with you. Even my old Instagram DMs flooded. Brands I'd worked with before reached out, just saw what happened. We're with you. One of them wrote, if you're rebuilding, we want to sponsor your next video. I sat back in my chair. I didn't cry. I didn't smile. I just breathed. People had seen me, heard me, believed me. They weren't just watching, they were acting, subscribing, sharing, unsubscribing from his channel in waves. The numbers showed it. Michael's stolen channel started to lose thousands of followers by the hour. The comments under his new videos turned off. But it was too late. The momentum was shifting. I refreshed my channel again. 47,000 subscribers. In one day. This wasn't noise. This was a movement. It took me 2 days to breathe again. 2 days to stop refreshing the page every 5 minutes. 2 days to let the messages, the likes, the subscriptions sink in. I wasn't alone. The new channel had passed 100,000 subscribers. They came with comments, stories, screenshots, videos. They defended me without me asking. They fought for me louder than I ever would have fought for myself. Now it was my turn to give something back. I set up the kitchen again. Not a studio, just my real kitchen, the one with imperfect lighting and scratches on the counter. I borrowed a camera from a friend, stacked books under the tripod, used a desk lamp for fill light. I'd filmed 100 videos before, but this was different. It wasn't content. It was a comeback. I stood behind the counter, took a breath, and hit record. Hi, I said. Thank you. I didn't have a script. I just spoke. I never thought I'd be filming like this again. 2 days ago, I thought everything was over. I thought my voice was gone. But then, you showed up. I smiled, not because I had to, but because I couldn't help it. You reminded me why I started this in the first place. You made me believe in it again. So today, I want to do what I know best. Let's cook. I walked through each step of the recipe, something simple, comforting. A dish I'd made in the early days of the channel. I explained the ingredients, the method, the tips. The way I always used to. But everything felt different now. Lighter. Stronger. Mine. When I finished, I looked into the lens again. Thank you for not letting me disappear. I edited the video that night. Slow and steady. No fancy transitions, no sound effects. Just clean cuts and honest moments. It felt right. When it was ready, I uploaded it to Emily's Kitchen 2.0. Title: We Begin Again, my first recipe on the new channel. The comments poured in within minutes. She's back. I miss this so much. Subscribe twice if I could. I'm cooking this tonight. They weren't just watching. They were with me. I sat back, read every word. The fear I'd carried since the channel was taken, it wasn't gone, but it didn't control me anymore. This wasn't about revenge. It was about returning. With my hands. With my voice. With my food. And with the people who never stopped believing in me. I saw the thumbnail first. Their faces side by side, awkwardly lit, trying to look composed. New video. On my old channel. Title: What Really Happened, the Truth Behind the Change. I didn't click immediately. I stared at the screen. My hands were cold. When I finally opened the video, the first thing I noticed: comments disabled. Michael's voice started. Hi, everyone. We want to talk openly about everything that's happened over the last few days. He looked at Charlotte. She nodded, eyes down, like this was hard for her. Michael continued, calm, rehearsed. Emily decided to step away from the channel to focus on other things. It was her choice. There's no drama. No one was pushed out. We're just continuing the journey with a new energy, Charlotte added. I've always admired Emily's work. I'm just here to keep that spirit alive. I paused the video. My stomach turned. Not a word about the stolen login. Not a word about locking me out. Not a word about taking the channel. Just a clean rewrite of the truth. I checked the like-to-dislike ratio. You couldn't see it. Disabled. Comments? Disabled. But that didn't stop anyone. I opened Twitter. My name was trending again. This time, it was a flood. People were screen recording the video, posting side-by-sides, digging up old clips of me saying phrases that Charlotte now repeated word for word. She's copying her. They locked her out and lied. This is disgusting. Then came the letter. Started by a viewer with 20 followers. Now it had thousands of signatures. A collective message to YouTube. This channel was built by Emily. The recipes, the audience, the voice, all hers. Please investigate the ownership and return it to its rightful creator. The screenshots of the petition spread like fire. TikToks multiplied again. Creators calling out the lie. Side-by-side edits of my original video and theirs. People weren't fooled. They were furious. And then, my phone buzzed. A message from a number I hadn't blocked. Michael, you ruined everything. I stared at the text for a moment. Then typed. No. I just told the truth to the people. I locked my phone. Exhaled. Sat back. They tried to rewrite the story. But the audience had already chosen a side. The email came early in the morning. I almost missed it. It landed in the Updates tab, buried between order confirmations and platform notifications. Subject: YouTube case review, final decision. I clicked. After careful evaluation of your submitted claim and activity history, we have determined that the original ownership of the channel belongs to you. Access rights have been restored. Former administrators have been removed. I read the lines 3 times. Then once more. The channel was mine again. No announcement. No drama. Just done. I opened a new tab. Logged in. The login worked. No 2-factor prompt from someone else's phone. No redirection. No denial. Dashboard loaded. Creator Studio opened. I sat still for a moment. Just stared. The numbers were still there. The subscribers, the videos, the watch hours. Nothing had changed. And yet everything had. I went to the Videos tab. The thumbnails from the last 2 weeks stood out like bruises. Charlotte, smiling in someone else's kitchen. Michael, awkwardly explaining recipes he didn't create. Descriptions full of cheerful lies. One by one, I selected them. Checkbox. Delete. Confirm. Another. And another. No hesitation. No second thoughts. Delete. Confirm. They vanished from the list, from the feed, from the channel. I didn't stop until the last one was gone. Only my content remained. My voice. My face. My work. The silence in the room felt different now. Not empty, clean. I refreshed the homepage. My videos were back on top. My banner. My bio. My links. I clicked into the About section. Updated the description. Home of the original Emily's Kitchen. I didn't feel the need to write a statement. Not yet. The people already knew. They'd watched it happen in real time. They'd fought for me when I couldn't. They'd forced a platform to listen. Now, quietly, I was back. I sat back in my chair. Let my shoulders drop. For the first time in weeks, there was no weight pressing down. I didn't cheer. I didn't cry. I just breathed. The channel was mine. Again, I filmed the video in silence. No intro music. No effects. Just me, standing in front of the counter, same apron, same warm light from the window. The setup was simple. One camera, one cut. The kind of honesty that doesn't need editing. I looked straight into the lens and pressed record. Hi, it's Emily. I paused. Let the silence sit. I have something important to share. The channel you've known for years, the one that disappeared from me, and from you, it's back. YouTube returned it. Fully. Officially. And it's because of you. I kept my voice steady, but the emotion sat in my throat. Because you spoke. Because you cared. Because you didn't let it go. I didn't win this back alone. You carried me here. I breathed in. And now, I want to say thank you. I explained everything simply. That the platform had verified ownership, that my access was restored, and that all unauthorized videos had been removed. I didn't name names. I didn't point fingers. Just the truth. The clean version. The real one. Then I smiled. Both channels are now mine. Emily's Kitchen and Emily's Kitchen 2.0. And from now on, I'll be cooking with you on both. New recipes. Old favorites. Everything we've always loved. I ended the video with a soft thank you for staying. I uploaded it to both channels. Same title. Same thumbnail. We're home. On the old channel, the notifications started instantly. Thousands of comments. She's back. Took long enough. This feels right again. I never unsubscribed. I knew you'd return. On the new channel, the same flood of love. We followed you through it all. You've earned both. Let the kitchen wars end. You won. I sat at the table, reading comment after comment. Gratitude wrapped around me like a soft blanket. Not loud. Not dramatic. Just full. The numbers didn't matter anymore. Not the subscribers, not the views. What mattered was the people. The loyalty. The belief. One kitchen. One camera. Two channels, and same voice. Mine. The phone rang just after noon. I saw his name on the screen. Michael. For a moment, I just looked at it. The same name that used to mean stability, routine, partnership. Now it felt like background noise from a life I no longer lived. I let it ring twice before I answered. His voice was clipped, tense. You think this is over? I didn't reply. You embarrassed me publicly. You made me look like a thief. That channel was built by both of us. You just took it. Still, I said nothing. You want to play fair? Fine. I'm suing. Copyright, ownership, damages. Everything. You're going to pay for this. I stayed quiet. He kept going. Fast. Aggressive. You think your followers will protect you forever? This isn't over, Emily. You destroyed everything we built. I waited for a pause. When it came, I said one word. Goodbye. Then I hung up. My hand didn't shake. My face didn't move. A few seconds later, the screen lit up. Text from Michael. You will pay for this. I will sue. I stared at it for a full minute. Then I opened his contact. Blocked the number. Put the phone face down. Switched it to silent. I walked back to the kitchen. The cameras were still set up. I was halfway through prepping ingredients for tomorrow's shoot. A warm stew, something comforting. The kind of food that took hours, but always brought people back to the table. I glanced at my laptop on the counter. Both channels open. Both dashboards glowing. Two communities. Same heartbeat. One video had just crossed 2 million views. Another 500,000 comments. Most of them the same message. We've got your back. We're staying with you. You're home now. I didn't need to answer Michael's threats. I didn't need to fight. The people who mattered had already made their choice. Let him say what he wanted. Let him send lawyers. Let him stew in silence. I had work to do. Recipes to test. Videos to shoot. A kitchen to fill. I turned on the stove. Poured broth into the pot. Watched the steam rise. It was over. And I didn't win with noise. I won with truth. With quiet. With food. And with them. Have you ever had moments when, because of your trusting nature, you lost something that was very important to you? But then it came back to you with even greater potential? Share your story in the comments. Subscribe, more untold stories are on the way.